Before we get into the video, if you guys want the best quality on your screen, make sure to press the settings and turn it up to 1080p. Also, if you want some captions, if you speak a different language, go to the bottom of your screen, press this button, go over to settings, and you will see an option to press onto subtitles, go to auto translate, and you have got hundreds of languages to select from. Enjoy the video, lads. Right boys, what is going on? Welcome everybody back to another video. Now EA have released Summer Swaps 2 second objectives, you could say. I'm surprised EA actually haven't called this Summer Swaps 2 and then the Roman numbers for 2. But hey, here we are. I feel like it just makes confusion because they also called the Summer Swaps 1 token milestones, Summer Swaps 1, Summer Swaps 2, etc. So, I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, boys, we've got Summer Swaps 2 objectives or milestones to look at today. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, check me out on all of my socials in the description as well, and let's get into the objectives guide. So first of all, we've got win 4 squad battles on at least professional difficulty with 11 Argentinian players in your squad. You get 2 Summer Swaps 2 tokens along with an 84 plus player pick, and the exact same rewards for winning 4 matches with 11 Brazilian players in your starting squad. So what I'm going to do is build you guys up a Brazilian and Argentinian team that you guys can use, give you guys 2 tips, a squad battles tip and another tip that we will get into. So you know what, let's do the squad battles part first and then we'll get back to the online ones and how you can get some first owned players. So lads, this is the Brazilian team we have built up. Now this team will cost you no more than 30,000 coins. That goes for the Argentinian squad as well. It may even be a little bit cheaper, but every single rare right now is minimum 2,000 coins. The 83 Jesus will probably be priced a little bit more pricey as well, simply just because of the player picks and the upgrade packs. Gold rares are a little bit more expensive. Therefore, we're just going to put a 30,000 coin budget on each of these teams, and it should not surpass that. Obviously, if you've got any good Brazilian or Argentinian players in your club already, make sure to use them. I can use my R9, etc. And exact same goes for your Argentinian players. Now, for the Brazilian players, we've gone for Gabriel Jesus, pairing Richarlison. Left mid is a Galeno. 2 centre mids is Lucas Paqueta and Gerson. Right mid is Lucas Moura. Left back, Paulo Otavio. 2 centre backs of Eder Militao and Lucas Verissimo. Our right back is Bruno Pires, and in net is Neto. Let's head on over to the Argentinian team. Argentinian team, we have gone for Avila at left striker, paired with Correa, Vargas as our left middle, Vargas maybe it is pronounced, De Paul and Lo Celso as a midfield 2 with Salvio, who is a Libertadores card, just to, you know, FYI if you're trying to search for him on the market. Tagliafico at left back with Christian Romero and Medina pairing up in the centre back roles with Montiel at right back, and we have gone for another Romero, Sergio Romero in net. Now these are just some base teams that you can use to get these objectives done, full of obviously relatively meta players. Now, disregarding the fact that you may have some good players in your club that you use already, you can just build around it. Right, so my best Argentinian players, I don't even know from the top of my head. I don't have any good Argentinian players, but for the Brazilian players, I'll just chuck my Moments R9 as striker over Richarlison, Fernandinho in the midfield, etc., and just build the rest of the team around that, if that makes sense. But let's head on over to some tips, right? We've got 3 tips, 2 in-game tips, and 1 squad battles tip. Now let's get into the first tips first. First tip is going to be super subs. So actually no, we've got 4 tips today, I believe. Anyways, first one is super subs. Alright lads, so super subs, honestly you can use 3 super subs a match, so honestly fill the bench up with your best players, with your main team, alright? You got 7 spots on the bench, although only you can make 3 subs anyway, it does not matter, right? As long as your 3 best players are on your bench, you'll jump into the game, obviously make sure you jump into the game with your full Argentinian / Brazilian team, pause it straight away and sub on the 3 players of your choice. Tip number 2 is going to be chemistry styles, and if we flick on over to the footbin view here, now we're going to use Correa as an example. Now chemistry styles are something that lots of people are aware of, and if you are aware, simply skip ahead 1 minute if you do not need this explanation. But let's take Angel Correa as an example. Now every single card comes with a basic, and assuming he's 10 chemistry in a team with 100 chemistry, these are the boosts that he'll get with a basic. Plus 5 dribbling's nice, plus 2 on shooting, plus 3 on pace. He looks solid, gets some nice boosts, and he's an 85 rated striker in game. In fact, he's an 88 rated cam, but only an 85 rated striker, which is where we're going to be playing him. So our job is to get the best possible chem style. A marksman puts him to an 88, a finisher is an 88 as well. In fact, a marksman and finisher are both 87.7 rated. He goes to an 88 on the dot with a Deadeye, a Hawk's an 86, it looks like a Sniper's an 85, looks like a Deadeye gives him the highest rating, plus 9 shooting, plus 7 passing, plus 1 dribbling as well. So just like that, this is him with a basic, 85 rated, this is him with a Deadeye, 88 rated on the dot. So the moral of the story, lads, get some chemistry styles on all of your players that you're not subbing off. Say, for example, you're going to sub on a better striker over a Vila, no point wasting a chem style, but as for the rest of the team, or the rest of the team that you do not put chem styles, or that you are not subbing off, which is going to be another remaining 7 players if you do not count the goalkeeper, you're going to want to get some chem styles on them. Maybe get like some sentinels or backbones on the defenders, maybe some engines or architects on the midfielders, just to give them that little boost in game. And if you're still struggling, then tip number 3 is going to be formation / custom tactics. Now, I'm not going to get into a custom tactics, 1, because I do not have, all day to record this video. 2, there's no point me giving you guys my custom tactics if it doesn't work for you, because obviously I'm using my custom tactics that I found off the internet on YouTube from someone else, right? Now, I used to do custom tactic videos earlier on during the year, and it was very fun experimenting with them, sharing with you guys what I found worked for me, and majority of the time it did work for others as well, but I can't predict the formation you play or the formations you guys work well with, alright? So what I would do is, and that's the difference between me making custom tactic videos on specific formations, people search for them. As for this, I can't predict what type of formation you guys are using. So what I'll do is, with the main team or with the formation anyways that you're used to and want to play this in game, simply just search up a YouTube tutorial on that certain formation and you'll just have to copy theirs. But tip number 3 is get your correct formation that you're used to. Don't get me wrong, a 4-4-2 is very good, but let's say you're used to a 4-3-1-2 and you want to put your own custom tactics on it, then definitely do that. You'll just gel a little bit better with the players. Now, tip number 4, lads, this is going to go under squad battles. Now, all it is essentially refreshing every single time and play those poor teams. As you can see, and I'll circle it for you guys, at the bottom, it says update opponents. Now, what you want to do is you want to press that, and you give this option to press it every 5 or 10 minutes, and it will refresh all 4 of the squad options that you've been given. For example, we've been given a 94 rated squad with 100 chemistry to play. We do not want to play that because that is very good. An 85 rated with 74 chem is beatable, and a 73 rated with 100 chem. A 73 rated is definitely beatable, especially on only professional difficulty, which is the requirement for these summer swap token objectives. So you'd go ahead, play this on professional difficulty. After this match, you're going to want to go ahead, update your opponents, and boom, it will give you some more games to play. They've not given us a low rated team, but they've given us some really low chemistry teams. So a 38 chemistry team, this isn't ideal because they're good players, but it's still most definitely usable because the players are on very low chem. This team definitely looks more beatable, so choose this one, play that, and by the time you're out of the game, usually it's a 5 to 10 minute cooldown, and you'll have the option to refresh again, so you just want to keep doing that and playing the poor teams. If you do go over your 40 match limit, do not worry, it will still count towards objectives. It just means you will stop getting points towards your squad battles rank for that week. So now that's the tips for the squad battles. Let's head on over to the One Nation objectives. We've got win 4 matches in the live foot friendly One Nation with at least 8 first owned Portuguese players, and the exact same for 8 first owned French players. Now I'll go on and show you guys the live foot friendly and then just run over what first owner means and how you can get them if it really does come down to it and you do not have enough first owner French or Portuguese players, right? Now, with live foot friendly One Nation, in the first Summer Swaps 1 objectives, they always used one league. So I guess I'm switching it up this time and doing some One Nation objectives instead, which I highly respect. Plus, they were probably running out of leagues as well. So One Nation, you go under friendlies, and it is right here. Now, you have only got 4 games a day, so the absolute minimum, if you win every single game, it's going to take you 2 days to get this done, 4 for, say, Portuguese, and then 4 for the French one. So it is going to take a bit. Usually I try to aim to get 2 out of 4 wins a day, which means it will take me 4 days, aka what's 48, aka 96 hours to get all of the 4 Summer Swaps tokens. That is if you can win 50% of your games. Now the requirements, obviously, at most One Nation, at least 8 first owner players, and at most 1 lone player. Now if I remove my webcam here, the rules is first 2, which means if you score first, the match will end, and if you concede first, the match will end, alright? So it is literally golden goal. Now, to get first owner players, first of all, it was Portugal and France. So you're going to search your club for your best Portuguese and French players. Let's go for France for an example. Now, this is going to be relatively easy, hopefully for me, because I've got quite a lot of French players, alright? I've got Nkunku, Lacazette, Thierry Henry, Vieira, I got the Arsenal icons going on. I've got some relatively good French players. Now, first owner means players that you have packed or SBCs you have completed. Even objectives that you've completed. It's a card that you are the first owner of. For example, brought for says first owner because I am the only owner. If it is a non-first owner card, then it will come up. And do I have an example of a non-first owner card I can show you guys? Yeah, these bronze dudes I brought earlier. So for example, he is not first owner because I brought this card, and it's obviously I'm the second owner. Hence why it says numbers of owners, or number of owners is 2, alright? So with your first owner players, you're going to want to build the best possible team you can. For example, I'd go Lacazette, Thierry Henry, Perez as my left mid, and then I'll probably go like Vieira and Nkunku in the midfield. Might have to chuck Petit at centre back along with my Saliba. That's 7 first owner players, and I'll put Roussillon there if I want. There we go. That's my 8 first owner French players. As you can see, they're all first owner. Now, if you want, you can just buy the other positions because they do not have to be first owner as well. Make sure the bench is French/Portugal. Obviously the exact same thing goes for Portugal swaps as well. Portuguese first owner players, I've got João Cancelo and Bebe as my only usable ones, to be honest, so I'll probably struggle a little bit more Portugal players. Now, how do you get first owner players? And I was in this position last week, and I know it works, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like EA kind of made the French and Portuguese. Last week they made Netherlands so hard to pack, and maybe it's a bit of a coincidence, but as soon as they released that objective, I think I needed 2 more Dutch players first owner to be able to participate, and I could not pack one for my life. But basically, the method I did, I finally got it in the end. The method I did is I head on over to the squad building challenges. You go on over to footies, it's under favorites for me, but you go on over to footies, and it will be a 75 times 5 upgrade, which you can do. You've obviously got 5 gold rare players, so you want to put 2 gold rares and some silver rare players into this that are obviously not from the specific nation you want, or first owner anyway. Then you're going to have 5 gold players, and you just got to hope that some of those players are going to be either French or Portuguese. Now, another thing you could do if you are really, really down bad, you've also got the 71 to 74 upgrade as well, by the way, which literally requires some bronze players. It's some silver players, some silver first owner players, so it's not going to be the prettiest of first owner players, but at least it's first owner players nonetheless. So try do some upgrades and get some first owner French and Portuguese players that way. Another way is through Foundation, and you go on over to, you could do the silver upgrade and trade silver commons for some free gold common players. Once again, an option to get a French or Portuguese first owner, or you can put some unwanted gold commons and get 2 rare gold players. Only 2 players though, so it would be quite tough to get the French or Portuguese, but you just got to keep building it up and just go from there. Or if you really want, you could just play division rivals, wait till Thursday, take the untradeable rewards that gives you the most packs, and just pray to God you get some French or Portuguese players. Lads, that will be me for this video. Now, just to recap, for the Argentinian and Brazilian squad builder squad battles, what you want to do is you can copy the team I built if you wish, some cheap meta teams, obviously using your best Argentinian and Brazilian players. Make sure you get your best super subs on the bench, use all 3 of them, get some custom tactics set up along with some chemistry styles, and keep refreshing your squad battles to play those lower tier teams. As for the online, one nation Portugal, one nation France. There's no easy way around it, but once again, you're just going to want to use your first owner players, and if you're looking for first owner players, then you will have to do it via squad building challenges upgrades, so some upgrade packs, whether it's a 75 times 5 silver upgrade or gold upgrade, because at least you're getting some first owner gold cards. If you've got some bronze cards and it does come down to it, you can most definitely do some of the silver upgrades and try get some French Portuguese plays that way, but I'd much rather do the gold upgrades because at least you're going to get a first owner player that is gold and not a silver card. So honestly, there's no way to necessarily get first owner players other than packing them. I'm thinking of it now, there is a plea objective who is French. If you want to get that plea done, if you've got enough fodder, I think he's like 80,000 coins, you could get him done and he could definitely run the line for you in that one nation game mode. 85 times 10 packs are out as well, so make sure you just save your French players that you may have while using in a different SBC if you did not get reminded. Lads, hopefully this video helped you out. Any unanswered questions, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.